everybody, this is Mrs. Haugen. Today we're going to work on our lesson 2 problem set. So be sure you have your blue packet in front of you, open to lesson 2. So you see from my paper that we're going to be working on repeated addition today. So we're going to take our equal groups from yesterday and turn it into a repeated addition statement. So question number 1 says, write a repeated addition equation to show the number of objects in each group. Then find the total. So they've already done the picture for us. You can see that they have 3 different groups of pencils, and you can see that each group has 2 pencils in it. So when we're looking at the repeated addition, we're looking at the number that is repeated in all of the groups. So we see here that this time we have 2 plus 2 plus 2, and we know that that equals 6. So the next statement says we had 3 groups of 2 pencils, and my total number of pencils is 6. So we are taking our equal groups and we are writing a repeated addition equation. And the equation, remember, is just the math problem that we're doing. So if we look at letter B, we can see that we have 4 groups this time, and we can see that we have 3 in each group, 3 little teddy bears. So because there's 3 in each group, that's my repeated addition. 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, and my total number of teddy bears is 12, which means that if I have 4 groups of 3 teddy bears, my total is 12. Now when I look at number 2, I have socks. So it says draw 1 more group of 4. So that is my first direction here. I have to draw 1 more group of 4. Then my second direction is to write a repeated addition equation to match. So I have to make sure that I follow all of those directions in number 2. So first, remember, we don't have to actually draw socks. We can just draw lines or circles. So go ahead and do that on your workbook. Draw 1 more group of 4. And then we'll write the repeated addition. This time, each group has 4 socks. So 4 is my number I'm repeating. 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them, which means my total is 20. So I just counted all of my socks, including the little ones I put at the end here, which means 5 groups of 4 equals 20. All right, that's our first page. If we turn over to page 2, we're going to continue. It says, draw 1 more group of 3. Then write a repeated addition equation to match. So again, we have 1 direction here, and we have a second direction here. So we have to be sure that we do all of these directions. So we have draw 1 more group of 3. So for me, I like to draw the group and then put 3 in it. It helps keep me organized, but you could just draw the 3 to the side. That's okay too. And then it says, write a repeated addition equation to match. So instead of just including the ones that they drew, I have to be sure to include all of them, the ones I drew as well. So what number is repeating here? Each group has 3 presents, right? So 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. And when I count, I have 3, 6, 9, 12. So I just did some skip counting to get my total. So now they left an extra blank here. Blank groups of 3. Well, when I look here, I see I have 4 groups of 3. 1 that I drew and 3 that they drew. And that equals a total of 12 presents. Number 4, draw 2 more equal groups. Then write a repeated addition equation to match. So again, there's two directions, but the first one's super tricky. Draw two more equal groups. So I'm going, just so I don't forget, I'm going to draw my two groups. And then how many do I need to put in each group for them to be equal? Well, if you look over here, so far they have 2 and 2 and 2. I need to continue that. 2 and 2. So now let's look at our repeated addition. How many groups do we have here? I'm sorry, not how many groups. What number is repeating? Well, each group has 2. So 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. And then I need a total. So I'm going to skip count. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So all of those 2's, when I add them up, equals 10 hearts. Blank groups of 2. Well, when I look here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups of 2, and that equals a total of 10. So again, we took our equal groups and we made a repeated addition equation from those groups. So the last one on this page says, draw 3 groups of 5 stars. Then write a repeated addition equation to match. There's again 2 directions here, but they don't give me any starting point. So because it wants me to draw 3 groups, I'm going to start with my groups. I'm going to draw 3 groups. Now, because they want me to draw stars, I'm going to do my very best to draw 5 stars. Well, I probably should have made my groups bigger. 2, 3, 4, 5. And if you cannot draw stars, just draw a little circle or something. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there's my second group of 5. They're not pretty, but they're stars nonetheless. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I did the first direction. Draw 3 groups of 5 stars. Now the next one says, write a repeated addition equation to match. So when I look at those groups, what number repeats each time? Well, that number is 5. So I have 5 plus 5 plus 5, and that gives me a total, when I do some counting, of stars, 5, 10, 15 stars total. Now we're going to do a problem or a sentence like this here. Blank groups of blank. So I'm going to do blank. I'm just going to write a letter G. Blank groups of blank equals, and then I need a total, right? So let's start with how many groups we have. Well, we see here we have 3 groups. 3 groups of, and we said earlier each group had 5. So 3 groups of 5 equals, we already said our total number was 15. So boys and girls, this is our must do, that you must listen to this entire video and do your problem set with me. Your next step is to go back to Class Kick and do the Lesson 2 homework page. Just the first page is fine. And the may do is that you may, if you'd like some more practice, go back and do that second page of the homework. I hope this helps. Let me know if you have any questions. Talk to you soon.